Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toaster Bros, and today we have a $650 gaming PC that, well, it's kind of some interesting specs, and we're just curious of what it can do for the price.
I have a lot of fun just going on Amazon, going through all the pre-builts and seeing what weird pre-built pops up, because we've reviewed a lot of them from Amazon, and this one had a, well, interesting spec configuration. Ryzen 3 4100 with a 1650, and yes, of course, you can't purchase it anymore at the time of recording this video, but you know what? Is this thing worth it for 650 bucks if it does come back in stock? We're about to find out. But first, a word from today's sponsor.
Big shout out to today's video sponsor, Yeyian. They were nice enough to send us 2 of their awesome gaming monitors, and today we're taking a look at their 27-inch 1080p 165Hz monitor with a 1 millisecond response time, and it comes in at an awesome price point of under $200. The stand that comes with this monitor is very sleek. It has tilt height pivot functionality, as well as being super easy to put together, no tools required. This is an ideal monitor for all the gamers out there who are looking for an affordable and functional curved display. On top of this, it also has a cool projector feature at the bottom of the display that shows Yeyian's logo onto your desk, a nice little touch. So once again, big thanks again to Yeyian for sponsoring this video and sending over this awesome 1080p 165Hz high refresh rate gaming display. To learn more, check the link in the description down below, and let's get back into the video, shall we?
So one of the things that is exciting about this build is it actually is a custom build that looks like it has a lot of RGB in it. It's not using any like weird OEM parts from what I can tell in the picture here, and on paper, it's not too bad. Now, would I pay 650 bucks for it? I'm not really sure yet. I'll have to see like what the RAM configuration is, what the build quality is, because you know we do have a PC selling business, so we kind of have some ideas on like what you should be able to get for 650 and what is too much for 650.
So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside.
So I keep seeing this logo MXZ, and I keep thinking like NZXT. I keep seeing it. No affiliation to my knowledge, by the way, but Amazon special, like Matt said, and I hate that like 99% of the time we do these videos, by the time the PC gets here and we're ready to film the video, the PC's like gone. It vanishes. It could just be out of stock, or there's a chance maybe they had enough bad reviews or didn't have enough reviews and they stopped selling it. Not really a way for us to know without contacting the company, but we get a power cable. That is, I guess they used for testing because it's like already unwrapped, but that's a pretty nice bag though. Now, what do we get inside? So we got some pretty good packaging, it looks like. We have an upside down computer. Let's turn it right side up. I'm not used to seeing gigabyte cases, so this is kind of a little exciting. So it looks like, surprisingly, no dents. I feel like I always see dents in the back on pre-builds, especially in the power supply, but there's nothing too bad there. So they did a decent job, but IO shield's installed properly. We actually have Wi-Fi pre-installed. These antennas are kind of weird looking. Our graphics card has 3 display outs. We got a power supply, actually has a switch on it, so that's always good. We'll have to see what exactly we have. It is definitely interesting to see a company actually use packing foam in like a, I guess they call it a cheaper build. I know it's something that we've gotten into a little more recently, but even then there's still some builds that we just don't use it in because, you know, we double box. But I guess if they're single boxing, it might be an essential thing. You had to find the tiniest little spot to pull.
Please remove the protect foam. Oh, and they put more foam? There's a lot of foam in there.
It's different. So there's a few things I'm already noticing off the bat that give me some weird vibes. So for one, okay, the RAM's XPG, so that's fine.
Yes.
This is very, very out of this world, out of this country. You know, like it's a brand I've never heard of. Yeah, I mean, it says NVMe M.2, but who really knows? You know, we'll only have one way to find out. It could just be a normal Gen 3 non-NVMe SSD. Also, this graphics card, have any branding? No, it's like
one of those.
Oh, is this the
it
one
that
that's
same
like the
brand?
man? Is that what it was? Was like man?
Man something.
Manpower?
I don't think it was manpower.
No, but it has that M. Do you see it?
Yeah. So it's an OEM, I think, actually just straight from China that like sells 1650s. I think it was a 1050, 1050 Ti or something like that.
Yes,
that they sold.
Yeah, I remember we looked it up and the pricing wasn't even like good. But then again, if these are made in China, they might not have access to some of the name brand ones. Really cute little goofy looking Wi-Fi card. They did use an AMD stock cooler, so these probably aren't like binned chips or anything. They actually probably buy just them individually. Power supply.
Never heard of that. Is that First Player? First Player is a company that years ago, I think that is First Player.
Yeah,
First Player. Years ago, they used to send a bunch of mechanical keyboards for review. I used to review a lot of them. They were good mechanical keyboards, but power supplies, I don't really know if that's their forte.
Do they dabble in those properly? We don't really know, but it is 400 watts and it's 80 plus bronze supposedly. And then we have an A520M S2H. We have single channel RAM that is is 8 gigs, probably 3000 megahertz if I had to throw a guess out there. Even this RAM is like,
Take it out and see.
dude, it's straight from China. I mean, look at that. So it is XPG, 3200 megahertz, 8 gig, and it's an 8x8 kit. So they probably just buy like the biggest kits possible. When you break them up, the price per RAM stick does drop a little bit, so you can save some money. But you know, we do frown upon single channel here at the Toasty Bros, especially for
650
bucks. You know, I mean, that's something that I think they could do a little better on. But I mean, so far, it's not terrible. I mean, the build quality's decent. I am curious about the cable management.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. There's really not a whole lot that they had to manage, really. So I think just, yeah, one zip tie, and they were like, all right, we're good to go. Let's see what it looks like. I am kind of curious.
The picture makes it look crazy. So this looks like static. The changing does not work.
Nope. Okay, so I guess it can't be changed if it has a switch, but that might be just, they might have an extra switch that you could use for an RGB header. But CPU fans plugged in properly, 24 pin, CPU 8 pin. It looks like all of our front panels plugged in well. It looks like, you know, whoever had built this, whatever technician built it, did a pretty good job. A couple of downsides, but 650 bucks, you know, will it game, will it play games well?
All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is install some games and see how it performs.
All right, guys, we're testing out Apex Legends, and we are on low-medium settings.
Medium. 90 FPS. So I want to say the driver on this thing was old. It was from February of 2021. The GeForce Experience that was installed wouldn't let me update the driver, so I had to manually install it. So as a customer, that's just kind of an inconvenience you gotta deal with. It's the biggest issue we found with these Amazon PCs because they just sit in the Amazon warehouse for a long time, and yeah, you have these issues.
Oh, God, that guy's punching. It's making me nervous.
Oh,
God, I can't.
Hey! Oh, your team is down, by the way? Just an FYI. Hey.
Shoot him.
Yep. You're gonna hit him again.
Crack one.
Oh man, your teammates are just feeding to them. There you go.
Oh!
Oh!
I want to. No, why does it keep opening?
Oh,
well,
no.
This was a quick game.
That was a very quick game. Apparently you're against like crazy players or your teammates just aren't doing much.
I don't think my teammates are doing very well. I didn't exactly do well either, so, you know, it is what it is, but.
Apex, I mean, again, it's not a super hard game to run. Medium settings, you'll have no problems. That guy was teabagging. That was toxic. That was real toxic. Good job, team. Smile. Positive vibes. You know what's probably not going to run very positively? Warzone 2.0, but we're going to try it. All right, guys, we're in Warzone. We're on the basic of basic preset here, and which is pretty much low settings across the board. But yeah, we're gonna land here, and right now we're getting like 40. Oh my lord!
The big thing that's killing you is that response time.
Wow,
every time Matt moves his mouse, about 5 minutes later, the person turns. Yeah.
It feels like incredibly delayed. There's latency on top of latency.
You have to plan your next move before you do it.
Yes, it's pretty bad.
Yep. That guy almost gave it to you.
He almost did.
Breathe. There's the purple shield again.
This guy will not.
Oh my God, he said, may I take your order,
May I take your order, sir?
Literally old Warzone, just a little more complicated. And you die quicker. Is he underwater? He can't swim. Actually, we'll see the
Oh, this pistol is so bad. Oh! I survived!
Wow.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Oh, did we trade?
Alexis,
We traded.
Texas.
I killed Alexis, Texas, and we traded. Oh my lord. But hey, that's Warzone. Got some kills, not too bad, but yeah, it's not the greatest experience. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is run some built-in benchmarks. That'll stress this thing to its absolute limits like we normally do, and then we'll wrap this video up real quick.
Alright guys, so we just got done benchmarking this pre-built, and overall it did pretty decent. I mean, we were able to get right into Windows, the PC turned on, nothing was unplugged, nothing was broken. So overall, in terms of our review for the PC itself, it's pretty decent. And Matt's gonna talk about some of the pricing that we found and just kind of give you guys some pointers on what to expect if you decide to buy this or another gaming PC.
Obviously, if you want to build yourself, you will save money. That's just simple. And what we went ahead and did was go through all the parts, well, most of the parts I could find, and price them out for you building it yourself at home. And first up with the Ryzen 3 4100, it's been about $109 at the time of recording this video. An MSI A520M motherboard, 75 bucks. Single 8 gig stick at 3200 megahertz is about $27. A 500 gig NVMe, 32 bucks. 1650, $159. A 430 watt power supply, about $34. And a RGB computer case is about 45 bucks. So that gives you about $481 there. Not to mention that they probably sent this thing off to Amazon, which there's obviously Amazon fees for selling on Amazon, along with the shipping costs and any sort of warranting they have to do. I would say in the ballpark, they're probably making about 130 to 140 bucks for the system, depending on what kind of bulk discounting they're getting on that NVMe drive that we never heard of, or that power supply that's a little bit suspicious. So it could be substantially cheaper for them. So yeah, I would say there are systems with 1650s and i3s or Ryzen 3s that would cost about the same, if not more, but use more quality components. And at that price point, I probably spend a little bit more because you really want that dual channel. But for the most part, this PC does pass the test of actually showing up and not blue screening, and a lot of systems don't really pass that test.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this little gaming PC review. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
So this PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech, but of course it's a one-off, so we got you covered. At PC Bros, we have unlimited PCs for quite a few of them. So we have some pretty comparable PCs in this category as far as pricing goes. We also have ones that are way higher and way lower, so we got you covered.
PCBros.tech, we sell the gaming PCs, we sell gaming laptops, and we sell so much more. And you use code ToastybRos2 on checkout, you'll save 2%. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace out.